جاي تدور على الحقيقة. في الحقيقة لا، إن الأديان هي مشكلة أساسية في المجتمعات بتاعتنا النهاردة. أنا جاي أشكك الناس في دينها علشان أنا أقدر أعمل ده، وعلشان أنا بنبسط لما بعمل ده. أنت لما بتطلع تتكلم عندنا هنا تفضلا منا، تفضلا منا، ما بنزدريش وإحنا بنتناقش معاك. بالمناسبة نحن ننشر الكفر بإذن الله، بإذن الله، بإذن الله.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Mazin.
Hello.
I'm live. Do you mind? Okay.
Muslim?
No, I'm atheist.
Atheist. Okay.
Okay. So, are you Salafi or Ash'ari or Maturidi?
I'm a Muslim. Sunni Muslim.
Does God has two hands?
Sorry?
God has two hands for real.
Does God? No, we don't believe God has physical body parts. No.
I'm not talking about physical body parts.
I'm talking about physical body parts.
No, I didn't ask about physical body parts.
Well, that's how I'm responding.
I asked about two arms for real.
Yeah. So we're
I didn't mention physical or parts.
Well, arms are parts, no?
I didn't mention that.
No, I'm asking a qualifying question. Are arm part of the body?
I didn't mention it.
I'm asking you a qualifying question.
Yeah.
Are arms a part of the body?
I didn't mention parts. I didn't mention body. I just mentioned that God has arms.
Because I'm asking you a qualifying question so I can inform and answer your question.
In Quran,
properly.
he didn't mention it. In Quran,
I'm not asking if Quran mentions it or not.
Yeah,
I'm
Quran,
asking you, is an arm a part of the body?
Yeah, I'm referring to the verse in the Quran when God had mentioned لما تسجد لما صنعت لما خلقت بيدي. So God was talking to the Satan and he was asking why you do not go for what I made with my two hands.
Yeah,
so I'm asking about two hands.
Yeah,
Yes,
so we affirm the verse. The howness of the verse we don't know.
But you affirm that there are two real hands.
We affirm the verse.
Not the verse.
We don't.
The meaning.
Sorry?
The meaning.
Yeah, we're saying the howness, which is the meaning.
I didn't ask about the howness. I asked about the meaning.
And I'm responding to you that the howness is referring to the meaning.
No.
Like how is it happening? That's the meaning.
Meaning is no. Howness is something. Howness, if I ask it about if these hands are like bone and flesh and blood, this will be the howness.
What? That's not how.
No. This is about the howness.
No.
And the howness actually it was in another verse. Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa, when he was sitting on his throne.
Right.
Or when he was
we
heading to his
the verse,
throne.
the howness we don't know.
No, everyone
That's
is affirming that. Okay. So premise one.
But even
Allah,
before the premise, because you're starting with Allah and God, but you don't believe in Allah or God.
Yeah, you don't, but you do.
No, but for me to even grant that premise, we have to first agree if there's a God or not. So how do you believe all of this came to be?
I don't believe in anything.
Okay, then why are we having this conversation? If you don't believe in the phone, you don't believe in you don't believe in me. If you don't believe in anything...
Do I have to believe in the phone?
Sorry?
Do I have to believe in phone?
Do you have to believe in
Phone is real. It's something physical. We can test it.
No, but
we can verify
how it functions.
Existence.
Do you know how it works?
No, I don't know the
so
details.
So it's on belief that it's working.
No,
right?
it is not.
So it's in fact. You know how it works.
I know it works.
Do you know how it works?
No, I don't.
Okay, then it's belief, right?
No.
How do you know there's not a fairy inside?
Did I claim that I know how it works?
Well, I'm asking you. How do you know there's not a fairy inside?
I know that there is nothing called the fairies.
How do you know? Did you check inside the phone?
No, I never opened the phone.
Then how do you know? It's belief then. It's not fact.
No, because fairies are not physical. I don't believe in anything that it is metaphysical.
But how do you know unless you're going to check it?
I know that there is nothing.
You don't believe in anything metaphysical?
Nothing at all.
Consciousness.
Who said it is metaphysical? This is a big claim. Can you prove it?
I'm asking you. Do you believe in consciousness?
Yes, and we can affect on it with physical material, like, for example, drugs.
You can see the effects of it, but can you see consciousness?
Do you want to say that something physical can affect on the non-physical? Are you like destroying the causality? How's the physical?
So, sorry, that's a non-point. Just coming back to the actual point.
Yes.
Can you see consciousness?
Of course, no.
But you believe it exists?
No, I do not believe in. I believe it exists. There is difference between believing in something and believing something. Believing by the meaning of accepting.
The same thing.
No, I didn't.
Sorry, maybe I missed it. Say it again.
Okay, for example, when I say that I believe that this is a suit or a jacket, okay, I believe this. I believe it means I have a means to verify this knowledge. Believing in fairies, in God.
Where's that definition from?
I'm coming to. believing in something, it means that you are believing in afterlife. This kind of knowledge, we don't have any mean to verify it.
No, that's incorrect. Belief doesn't only mean that you're just believing in the afterlife. Belief could be said in a colloquial sense. Like, I believe it's going to rain, but it's based upon evidence. I'm seeing grey clouds.
This will take us to epistemology. In epistemology,
We're already in epistemology.
yes, and in epistemology,
You started this whole discussion with epistemology.
yes, in epistemology there are levels of knowledge. The first level is the unjustified belief. We can have like any kind of beliefs, for example, from our senses, from our cognition, from witnesses, and also from deduction
Before we get into
and from
that,
induction. All of those are means of the
Can you
first
just
level of
answer my
knowledge.
question about consciousness? What do you believe in consciousness?
I believe it is physical.
You believe consciousness is physical?
Yes, because I believe there
What
is a
does it look
certain.
like?
Okay, it doesn't has to look like if it is physical. For example, waves are physical, and you do not see the waves. There is no shape for the waves that you can see it, but it is a physical. It is from this world. It is not a metaphysical. For example, my sound. Do you see my sound?
That's incorrect.
Do you see my sound?
That's incorrect.
Do you see my sound?
Let me just qualify that statement. Reason being, because there are particles that are moving in a certain way. Just because we don't have the technology right now to be able to see it in real time, which technically speaking, according to I think last year's Nature magazine, they actually have a way of slowing down molecules, so it is actually possible to see it.
No. Molecules, waves.
I'm sorry. I've just given you a reference and an evidence. For you to say no, you need to equally give me an evidence to refute that.
Okay, the nature of the waves, it does not contain out of molecules. This is wrong. Maybe you had mistaken reading the article or something, because waves, it is not made out of molecules.
Okay.
Waves, it is different nature of the physical material. Okay, so waves.
You're talking about sound waves, right?
Yes, about
okay,
sound
so
waves.
sound waves. How are sound waves formed?
Okay, sound waves are formed because there is vibration from my tongue, my lips, and it vibrates through the medium, which is the air, until it
And what's
reaches
in
to
the
your.
air?
In the air, it is molecules. You are
Isn't
absolutely
that the
right.
point that
I am not
was
talking
saying?
about the air molecules. I'm talking about the sound waves.
I
itself.
was talking about, I was going into the micro as opposed to the macro. You made a macro statement. I then gave you more information about the micro aspect and how we can observe it, theoretically speaking. In fact, now it's physically speaking as well. You said that's not the case, so I just want to understand.
Okay. You are mixing between the sound waves and the medium. It is needed for the sound waves to transform from a point to another point. What you are talking about.
Can you
let me
have
finish.
sound-
You asked me a question, right?
I know, but rather
Can I finish my answer? If you
I
don't
just
mind?
want to qualify the statement and clarify, so you're not just speaking for the sake of it. I don't understand how you can talk about sound without there being particles through which sound passes. Otherwise, it's just a vacuum. There's no sound there, right? Go ahead.
The sound, it moves, it needs a medium to move. In our case right now, the medium is the air between me and you. There is other mediums sound can move through, like the water, for example, like wood. Sound can not move without a medium. In the vacuum, outside in the space, sound cannot move, cannot transform, because there is no medium for the waves to be moved from a point to a point. So, again, back to your article. When you've been talking about, when you've been talking about,
would there be sound in a vacuum?
No.
Isn't that my point? That you
No sound in the vacuum.
You need air for sound.
To move, not to be created. There is difference.
Okay.
For
you just
example,
said no.
for example,
in a vacuum, there's no sound.
Sound does not move in a vacuum. But if there is an instrument with you, if you have something with you outside, out in the out space, for example, your mobile is ringing
That's fine.
around the space. It doesn't.
Let's go more fundamentally.
More fundamentally.
Yeah.
Premise one: God created everything that exists.
Look,
Agree or
you don't
disagree?
believe in God.
You believe.
Yeah. So
God
I want to
created
know your understanding of God before you jump in.
I don't have any understanding for God. I want to understand this.
Okay.
Does God created everything that exists?
How do you understand God?
Give me any definition and I will accept it right now. Whatever you are defining God with, I'm fine with it.
Well, I'm not fine with it, because for us, God is something different to, say, the Christian conception of God. So when you say that you see everything that is around you, do you believe it came from chance or nothing? Or do you believe there is an existential reality?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Have you looked into the evidence?
Yes. And I'm not convinced.
Are you certain there's no God?
No.
Why did you say you're an atheist?
Okay, yes, it is because it is famous. My epistemic stance is agnostic.
So I'm just trying to understand your reasoning. You said you're an atheist because it's famous.
Yeah, that's the common. Let's say it's a common word. Most of the people they acknowledge atheism more than they understand agnostic.
Is that how the conversation is going to go? If we're just going to take faith, if we're
a category mistake, atheism is not agnosticism, and vice versa. So you have to choose one for the other. So you have to.
Epistemically, I'm an agnostic.
So in this conversation, are there going to be more statements that you're just going to be taking what famous people say, or
it's common? It is something common.
No, but is this how the conversation is going to go? Are you going to take literal definitions? Or are you going to take common definitions that some people may say?
Whatever makes you comfortable in the discussion.
Let's stick accurately with the words, just so we can both understand, right? Okay. So you're unsure if there's a God or not, right?
I don't know if there is. I didn't say that I'm unsure. If you want the accurate, I don't know.
Okay, have you looked into the evidences for God, and what's your kind of conclusion after that?
Yes, I looked at it. It doesn't prove.
It doesn't?
It doesn't prove that there is a God.
Right, but in your worldview, there could be a God, right?
Yeah, could be.
Okay, do you believe you're dependent?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and that thing that you're dependent upon, is that dependent?
Yes, of course.
And vice versa, and as it continues?
Yes.
Do you believe that chain goes on forever, or do you think there has to be an end?
I don't know. Do you have a proof that the chain should end?
Sorry?
Do you have a proof that the change must end?
Yeah.
Can you prove it?
The logic and rationality that we know today.
I love logic.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of logic.
Yeah.
Can you give a logical proof that the chain must end?
Yes, according to modal logic.
Yeah,
there are three types of existences. Impossible existence, dependent existence, and independent existence.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for something to be dependent, it has to be dependent upon something else, right?
Yes.
By definition.
Of course.
So for the mere fact that you exist, and there's a chain of dependencies, the fact that you exist means that there has to be an end to that chain.
No.
Necessary existence, right?
My existence, because I'm dependent on another. The fact that I exist says that it must end. How did you jump? How did you make this jump? How you can justify it logically? I'm sorry, but
there's no jump here. It's just
there is a jump.
one question
You made a big jump.
From a.
You made a big logical jump.
There's only two. Either the chain goes on forever.
Okay.
Because depending on something else, depending on something else.
Yes.
Either that continues.
Yes.
Or what's the other alternative? You tell me then.
Okay. Why it doesn't continue?
Because it's a logical impossibility.
Show it. Prove it. Do you have any formal logic proof to stop the infinite
Principle of sufficient reason. The principle of sufficient reason.
Actually, this is a conclusion out of the.
No, it's that every cause has an effect, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree. Causality.
Yeah. So when you've got dependencies, that dependency has to rely on something else, right?
Another dependent.
Sorry?
Another
dependent, and
Yes.
it goes on forever.
Can you stop it?
There has to be a logical end to that.
Who said?
So you're okay. Is there such thing as infinite?
In the physical life or in mathematics?
I'm going to use your words. In anything.
Yes, there is.
Now let me qualify it. In the physical.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Yes.
Who's we?
Science.
Science.
We
Science
don't know
doesn't know.
we don't know by science if there is anything infinite. So the right answer to your question, I don't know.
Then you can make the same argument. You can say science doesn't know anything.
No, I cannot make such an argument. Maybe you can, but I cannot.
No, because science doesn't technically know anything for certain, right?
Okay. If you are talking about epistemic certainty, the answer is yes.
It doesn't know.
Epistemic certainty.
That's theology now.
What do you mean?
Again, there are levels of knowledge.
That's why I'm asking you what you mean by that.
In the last level, which is the certain knowledge as an epistemic certainty, of course science doesn't give any epistemic certainties.
Is that what you were referring to?
This is all the scientific methodology about. There is no epistemic certainty. We deal with the phenomena, we give the best inference to the phenomena, but we do not give epistemic certainty about the real ontology of the existence.
Then according to the same principle that you're saying, the inference to the best explanation, according to our current observations, could there be an infinite regress, or does there have to be an end to that chain?
No, we just say we don't know. Why you don't accept it? We don't know as an answer.
I'm sorry. I don't know why you're saying we saying. No credible scientist that I've come across says that there is an infinite, and then that they have presented a coherent answer for it or evidence for it.
Hello.
They're all theories.
Oh, theories. And what the science stands for? Like, what is the main pillars of the science? I thought it is theories. Do you disagree?
Yeah, I disagree.
So science does not stand on the main pillars, which
Not mere
are
theories, no.
What?
Not mere theories, no.
Oh, so science does not stand on theories?
No, not mere theories. Anyone can posit a theory. They have to be.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
No.
They have to be grounded on something.
Mm-hmm.
So you're bringing a theory forward. I can have a theory. Like I said, fairies are in the phone. That's my theory. But it doesn't mean that there's anything substantial to it just because I've made a statement. That statement now has to be qualified.
So, do you know what is the definition of the scientific theory?
Go ahead, enlighten me.
No, but seriously, do you know? Because from what you just said, you said that anyone can come with a theory.
Yeah, a theory
do you
is
think that
a
this
statement. It's a hypothesis.
Let me. No, a theory is a hypothesis. Seriously.
Yeah, sure.
The theory is a hypothesis.
Well, are we going to get into the nitty nuts and bolts and I can whip out the dictionary and we can go through the definitions?
Okay. First of all,
can do that.
Theory in the science methodology, theory is different from the hypothesis. Theory, it's a different stage after you prove the hypothesis. First of all, you come with an observation.
Is that always the case?
Yes.
Always the case?
Since Karl Popper had put the scientific methodology in the 20th
But not
century.
everyone accepts what Karl Popper said.
But everyone works on it, and there is no
Not
anything.
necessarily,
Just a second. In the scientific community, there is nothing like a theory that it is accepted by scientific community if it is not according to Karl Popper falsification method and peer reviewed.
Is there a theory on the multiverse?
It is theoretical physics. It is not applied physics.
Is it a theory? Is there a theory?
It is.
The word theory on the multiverse.
Yes, there is.
Is there any proof for it?
No.
There you go.
Now, can I explain why? I give you the short answers that you want, but there is an explanation. After I give you the short answers that you would like, there is an explanation. When we are talking about theory, it's according to the specific field. In theoretical physics, the theory should be proved mathematically. If the math is right, the theory is accepted. When we come to
Science
biology,
can't
let me
prove
finish, please,
mathematics.
if you don't mind. Let me
Why are
finish.
you bringing mathematics into it?
Because it is
Stick with
physical
science.
It is part of the science.
No, science can't prove mathematics.
I didn't say science.
No, I did. That's the statement I'm making.
Okay,
And
so-
Eugene Wigner made that statement as well.
Let me, if you
He's a
don't
Nobel
mind,
Prize laureate as well.
can I
Of course you can. Let me just take this off with you.
Oh, thank you. This is
I know
really
you have
kind
a
of you.
nice jumper.
So when we are talking about applied physics, no, it should be proven through experiments. But when we are talking about biology, the same, it should be proven. But when we come to theoretical physics, only the mathematics should be right. If the mathematics is right, it is a theory, it stands as theory. So when we are talking about multiverse, it is mathematical physics, it is theoretical physics. This is why if the math is correct, it is approved as a theory.
That's why I asked you initially, theory, are you applying that generally or are you applying it specifically? You gave me the example of Karl Popper. Now you're giving me other examples in which theory can be accepted, for example, in theoretical physics and the likes, without evidence. So that's exactly what I asked, yeah?
There is a reason, because when we talked about theory, I thought that you are talking about applied physics.
Right, and secondly, what I was saying, you used mathematics.
In theoretical physics.
Can science prove mathematics?
Mathematics, it is proven by itself. It is not proven by science.
Okay, so if science can't prove mathematics, why does it use it?
Okay, I said mathematics, it is the ground that it is proven by itself.
But that's circular reasoning.
In anything I can find a circular reasoning, even in epistemology.
That doesn't mean that what I've said is not circular reasoning. Just because you can find it in other things doesn't mean in what I've said it doesn't exist.
Okay.
So why are you using something that you can't evidence or prove?
Because it works, it gives results and applications.
Because it works. Okay.
Let me finish, please.
No, I'm just highlighting what you're saying.
Yeah, it works. It gives applications that we pay money to use the products of the science. So, from a pragmatic position, we accept it. We accept the circular reasoning and the self-evident premises because it works. Simply, it works. It gives applications and it is useful. It's a pragmatic position.
It works. I don't think that's a good enough statement. Just because something works is not scientific. Because it could be working for some other reason that you haven't perceived, right?
Such as
that you haven't perceived. I'll give you an example. Newtonian physics worked.
And
Einsteinian physics came.
Yes.
And said it wasn't working good enough, and at a quantum level, at a micro level, it wasn't good enough. Then quantum mechanics came and said Einsteinian physics is not good enough. Even though Einsteinian physics worked, but it wasn't good enough. Then we needed quantum mechanics. So we've got a long history of paradigm shifts and things that have worked in the past. So that's not an accurate view to hold. Just because something works, we'll just take it, right?
What you are saying is accurate 100%, and it depends on your philosophy when you are looking to science. Do you claim, because I am not one of the idealists who claims that science reflects the real ontology of the reality. No, I accept the results of the science. I do not make ontological claims. Your debate is good if someone is claiming that science it represents the ontological reality.
Do you just take science?
I didn't make this claim at all.
Do you take philosophy as well?
Of course.
You take philosophy, yeah?
Of course.
Okay.
Let's talk philosophy.
Sorry?
Let's talk philosophy.
We already did.
Because religion.
It's a branch of philosophy.
Yeah, of course. So if I want to make one proof through two premises, very short, and I would like to hear if you can refute it.
Here's the thing though. You keep making the point about your premise, and I know the first premise includes God, yeah?
Yes.
But if you don't accept God, I want to know what we can do with that before we get to this stage.
I want to know. Maybe my stance is wrong. So
no, but your stance is definitely wrong because at the moment you believe in an infinite regress, yeah?
No, I don't.
Well, what's your stance with regards
I said I don't find a proof that it says it should stop.
Yeah, then I asked you that is there any example of infinite regress in the physical world? And your response was?
We don't know.
What do you mean we don't know?
We don't know.
Yes, we do. Based on induction, we do know. There's no evidence.
Induction.
Yes, induction.
Is induction give an epistemic certainty?
It's a belief of science.
Is induction? I know that all of the science based on induction, built on induction.
All of the science is based on belief, you mean? Yeah?
No, induction. Is induction giving epistemic certainties?
Sorry?
Induction, does it result to epistemic certainty?
What do you mean by that?
The outcomes of the induction.
Yeah.
Okay, I see all the trees I saw in my life, they are green. Does it mean that all trees must be green?
At that moment in time, a person can formulate that conclusion, but it doesn't necessarily mean that conclusion is set in stone.
Excellent, that's what I'm saying. So induction, it gave us some results. We can use it, but it doesn't give a certainty.
But isn't that with all of science?
Of course, and this is, but do you remember
all
what
of science relies upon induction?
Of course, all of the science relies on induction, and this is why I told you.
Beautiful names, Bruno.
This is why I just mentioned to you that my philosophical stand to the science, I do not claim that science is reflecting real ontology. I accept from a pragmatic position the results and outcomes of the science because it's simply work. And
I know what you're saying. I got it.
I really want to make my premise 1 and premise 2 and listen to your answer to it.
But even before you make your premise, you're relying on a brain, right? You're relying on intellect. So I want to know what is your belief with regards to yourself. Do you believe that you are merely matter, or do you believe that there is non-matter to you as well?
I don't believe in dualism.
You don't believe in?
Dualism.
Okay, so what is your belief? That we are just the physical, right?
Yes.
Okay, and there's no...
I have been answering your questions since the moment that we started this conversation.
I understand.
And I just wanted to make premise 1, premise 2, and conclusion.
And bear in mind, the questions that you asked me initially, I was answering them as well. You were asking me with regards to my view to prove certain things, and I have done. So it's not that, it's not just or you've just been answering my questions, right? But if you're going to now ask me something with with a certain view, and you believe you're just the physical.
No, I'm just gonna put it on the discussion, and let's discuss premise 1 and premise 2.
So your brain, do you believe it's materialistic?
Yes.
Unconscious?
Who said that?
You said it because you don't believe in dualism.
Who said that me not accepting dualism, it means that I am unconscious? How did you make this link?
Based on the inference that you said I just believe in the physical.
And who said that the conscious is not physical? Who made this claim? I didn't make it.
The scientists, the current predominant theory on science says consciousness is not physical.
Seriously?
Yes.
Is there any scientific claim about anything that it is not physical?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Yeah, of course there is.
By the definition of the science, when they had defined the science, the science had put a field of its own interest, which is the physical world. Nothing in metaphysical in the field of the science.
Can you give me a reference of somebody that says consciousness is physical?
If they are studying it, it means it is physical.
Can you give me an example?
Right now, while we are standing here?
Well, you can stop. I don't mind. Okay, let's just assume.
There is something very easy.
Let's just assume.
There is something very easy. There is something very easy to give you, okay? By causality law.
No, I'm not just going to take theoretical information.
It is not theoretical. It is not theoretical.
You're going to give me evidence that consciousness is physical.
Yeah, causality. Do you believe in causality for sure?
You're giving me something else.
Causality is fine with you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cause and effect, right?
Yeah.
If we can affect unconscious
you're using inference to prove to me that consciousness is physical. I want something substantial that, okay, this experiment has been done, peer-reviewed research.
If I just finish, you would see something substantial.
Okay.
If we can affect on our conscious through materials like electricity, magnetic waves, chemicals, it means that the conscious has a physical nature, because the metaphysical cannot be affected by the physical. So since we can make effects on our conscious through some physical substances like chemical drugs, for example, it means it has a physical nature.
Sorry, you didn't answer what I said. You just gave me an inference. Yeah, you've inferred, and that's what I assumed you would do, and that's why I said I want peer-reviewed evidence, and which you haven't given me. It's coming back to this point. So you believe you... Sorry? Robert Spakowski is peer-reviewed, right? Not he's the leading. He's got peer-reviewed research that says consciousness is physical.
No. I read his work. No.
Okay, please don't interfere if you've got nothing good
Consciousness is a trait.
to say.
Consciousness is a trait. It is a trait.
Finish, please.
Yeah.
So you believe your your brain is mindless. Is mindless, right? It's materialistic, it's unconscious, unguided.
I didn't say mindless. Don't put words on my tongue.
I didn't say that you said it's mindless. I'm asking it's a question, my friend. I'm putting a question mark at the end. When I finish the statement, you can then respond to that, yeah?
Sure.
So, to make the statement again, do you believe that your brain, what's here, is mindless, materialistic, unconscious, and unguided?
Mindless, no. What is the second? So,
Materialistic.
It is materialistic.
So it's just molecules that have just come together randomly, yeah?
I didn't say randomly.
I didn't say that you said it's randomly. I'm asking you.
My answer to this is I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You don't know if
it was randomly or for a cause, I don't know.
Okay. And unconscious? Well,
No,
that's what we were discussing, right?
Yes.
And unguided?
Guided by who?
Exactly. Do you believe it was guided by something or someone?
No, I don't believe in such a thing because it is not proven.
Okay. Then how can you take your logical faculties to be something that you can rely upon?
Because I don't have any other tool. Do you have any other tool?
Yeah.
What is it?
I see logic, spirituality, inference, testimony. There's loads of things.
Testimony. Can you differentiate between true and false testimonies?
Yes.
Through, what is the tool that you are using?
Through inference.
Which
through
is
common sense, reasoning.
Which is reasoning. So again, we came back to mind, to our brains, right?
Sorry?
So it is not a tool by itself.
No, it's a tool that has to be informed by the brain.
Yeah, but to differentiate between the true testimony and the false testimony, we are using our brains, right?
If we're using our common sense, right?
And common sense is brain.
Yeah, everything we need the brain for.
So when I said that it is the only tool that I have, do you have another tool? You said spirituality, which is something that we have.
Yeah, they're all predicated
just a second,
on the brain. Yeah.
You said the spirituality, which we do not agree on it together. So it is something that you claim and you cannot prove until now. Second, you said
No. Wait. Spirituality, what?
It is a claim that you cannot prove it.
No, not necessarily.
Can you prove it?
No, you said you don't. Sorry, you said you don't know.
Yeah.
So it can be proven. You just haven't heard my explanation for it.
Oh, maybe if you have an explanation for spirituality, of course I would love to. So can we please, if you don't mind, go to the premise 1, premise 2 that I really want to say it. Okay. Premise 1, it says or states, God created everything that exists. Do you agree or disagree?
What do you mean created?
Out of nothingness. The creation, when I'm talking about creation, there was nothing, then there is something. That's the meaning of creation. I'm not talking about manufacturing, like transforming the image of wood to make it a table. No, I'm talking about creation in the theology that there is nothing, God creates something. So
I'll let you finish your argument and then I'll look at the
So when I'm
premises.
saying God creates everything that exists, this is premise 1. Either you accept or you refute. God created everything that
Give me
exists.
your argument. Then afterwards, when you've made your argument, then I can critique the premises.
No problem. So premise 1, God creates everything that exists. Premise 2, the will of the sinner to commit a sin, it exists. Conclusion, therefore, God created the will of the sinner to commit the sin. Here's my inference.
God created the will of the person.
Yes.
What's the issue with that?
Do we have God creating... okay, I didn't use free will, I used will. So God created the will of the sinner to commit a sin.
Yeah, and I said, what's your issue with that?
So you agree?
No, I'm saying, what's your issue with that? I'm asking you.
First of all, do you agree or do you...
But I need to know what you mean by that, what you're implying.
So
Because there's a distinction that you're making between free will and will. So I want to know why that distinction is being made.
Okay. Our actions, it is built on a will. It is an outcome of a will. We want to do something, we do it. We don't want, we don't do. Right?
Right.
Is this will free or no? This is a dispute I'm putting here in this discussion. You, from your stance as a believer, you believe that God had gave us a free will. How
do you know?
Are you a determinist?
No, I'm asking how you know. You've assigned a view to me without asking me what my view is.
Because you believe that God will punish us according to
How do
our
you
actions.
know? You haven't met me before.
Yeah, but you are a Muslim, right?
Yes.
So this is like the common belief among all of the Muslims. Unless you are Mu'tazili. And you are not.
Huh? Okay, well, I did tell you initially, that I was...
Because I asked you, yes.
Yeah.
So you are not a Mu'tazili, so you cannot claim that we create our will.
Yeah, when you say free will, what do you mean by free will?
Whatever you want to define it with, I agree.
Absolute free will. Because that's not what I agree with.
Whatever you want to give a definition, I agree to.
Right. So I don't believe in absolute free will. I'm a compatibilist.
Doesn't matter for me.
No, that's responding. Responding to your thing.
Even if you are talking about 1% of our freedom,
right?
By my proofs through premise 1, premise 2, and the conclusion, it cancels any kind of free will, even if it is 1%. Either you agree or disagree with the premise 1.
I don't see how they inform each other. Just because God's created free will,
I didn't say free will
or will. Just because God's created will, how does that now mean that He now makes us do things? I don't understand where you make that leap from.
Okay, how I am talking to you now, upon to my will or against it?
Sorry?
I am talking to you now upon my will, right?
Well, according to you, I don't know, you might be a determinist.
I am a hard determinist, but this is another.
Well, there you go then. You see, it's good I asked.
Yeah, I am a hard determinist,
Yeah.
of course. So now,
So out of interest, just not to interrupt, but if somebody came, God forbid, no one does this, but if somebody come and gave you a right hook right now, would you hold them to blame? Because apparently it's everything that's, you know, he's a slave to the elements sort of thing.
I am determined to answer him.
Okay, that's a witty response.
I didn't say I'm a determinist. I said I am a hard determinist.
I know.
Hard determinist, it means that if someone committing a crime, I am determined to punish him.
Okay, but is he determined to attack you?
Yes, and I am determined to defend.
But it's not his fault though.
And who said it is fault of anyone?
So the rape, the murderers, all this, it's none of their faults, right?
That's another discussion about the legal accountability, not
No,
about
just
the
in
free
terms
will.
of hard determinism, because you said it's not your fault or their fault.
Everyone is determined to every single action.
There's no one's real fault if they harm a child.
Real
or
fault,
something.
that's another discussion. This again about the
They're
accountability.
determined to harm that
This is
child.
accountability.
Right.
To hold people accountable, we are determined to hold ourselves accountable to
That's
our actions.
subjective though, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely subjective.
So now let's come back to premise one. God created everything that exists. Agree or disagree?
He created everything that exists. That exists? Not necessarily. He didn't create himself.
I didn't speak about himself.
Well, you asked me a premise. I'm saying I reject this
God
principle. of that
created
premise.
everything that exists but himself.
Okay. Right.
So do you agree or disagree?
Right. Yeah.
Agree?
No problem.
Okay. The sinner commit a sin upon a will that exists. Agree or disagree?
Upon a will that exists. And how did you qualify that?
Do you say that they...
By saying God created that will, right?
No. The premise two, that will be the conclusion.
Right.
Premise two, it says...
I know
The
we went to this, and my response to you was, just because God has created a will, how does that now imply or mean that He is controlling us? Like, what's the issue with that statement?
The will, it is the thing that we use to commit an action or to not.
Yeah. So yeah, He's created the will, but He's not determined that will.
So he created the will where? In us, or he created it like in the air?
I'm going to use your answer. I don't know.
So God creates my will upon this tree, for example, and then to drink a glass of tea right now, I have to climb to catch my will and bring it down, and then I go to use this will to drink a cup of tea.
Maybe. I need to look into it.
And our actions, who created it?
Who created the actions?
Yes. God
So
or someone, God or
we do our own actions. God's created us.
I didn't say who do it. My question is not about who's doing. I know. I said our actions. I am asking about the creation.
Yeah. No, we. According to my limited understanding, God is not creating, or rather using the word, He's not making me do things.
Our actions exist or do not exist? Law of excluded middle.
Sorry?
Our actions, either it exists or it does not exist.
Actions, they exist.
And you agree to premise one that God created everything that exists but not.
God created everything that exists, but even actions. Existence in what sense? Because you know existence has multi-layered meanings in philosophy.
This action that you just made, it is real.
No, we're
It's not a
looking into
metaphor.
mereology, and you know in mereology there's 7 different definitions of existence. So
Yes, but I'm
merely using one definition and then applying it in a way is not necessarily, that doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, I'm talking about our actions. What is the...
So I'm not informed in mereology enough to know which definition of existence I'm going to be using in this premise.
No problem, I fully respect. Used to talk to you.
Likewise, thank you so much.
Just like
Take care.
it's like when you go to pass an exam.
Yeah.
The examiner knows if you're gonna pass or not.
And he knows the answers.
I don't know the answers, but at least you did the
اوكي عملنا نقاش مش بطال. التليفون فضيت بطاريته 3% على الباور بانك، فانا هقفل وعايز اروح اشرب شاي واشوف شاحن بحقه حيحط في التليفون. سي يو.
تفضلا منا نمنحكم حق الرد.